Every episode on Celebrity Encounters podcast, we interview real people just like you sharing their own personal celebrity encounters. And with a little storytelling help from us and a few surprises from here in Las Vegas, this is Celebrity Encounters Podcast. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Celebrity Encounters Podcast. I am your, of course, wonderful Harlan, and over here,
I'm Alan.
And we've got some fun today.
We really do. We've got our guest today is another Alan.
Another Alan?
Another Alan.
Oh, my God. There's two in the whole world. It's blowing my mind, Alan.
It's somebody that's named Alan, just like I'm named Alan, but he has his own celebrity encounters.
He does. All right. Well, first off, I just want to clarify. Are you both Alan from the same mother?
No, brother from a different mother.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You could be, because like George Foreman, you know, his kids are all George 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So you could be, what? Well, who's older? Alan, how old are you?
I'm older than everyone.
All right, so he's A1 and you're A2.
Yeah, I'm A2.
You're A2. So welcome to the show, Alan. We're very excited to have you here. We understand that you have a celebrity encounter.
I had many celebrity encounters.
Ooh!
Hotsy-totsy.
Yeah, right. All right, well, so I got to do a quick dive in on that. Was it because of your career or just because you're so friendly?
Well, both. I'm friendly, and I've been an actor and a singer since college.
Wow.
Successfully since college.
All right, so you know I have to put you on the spot. Let's hear, to be or not to be?
That's the contestant. No, that is the question.
He's also a comedian.
Yeah, he is.
I love it. All right. Enough with us in our banter. Alan, who did you have a celebrity encounter with?
Well, many years ago in New York, when I had just joined Actors Equity, the Actors Equity Foundation has what they call Equity Library Theater, where equity members can perform in a showcase to bring agents and their producers to see them. And I did a production of Dead End in New York, and Dustin Hoffman.
Wait. Dustin Hoffman? Dustin Hoffman?
The Dustin Hoffman.
Not Alan
In
Hoffman.
those days, he was known as Dusty.
Wait,
So we called him Dusty at that time.
he went by Dusty?
Dusty, yeah.
I don't think I've seen any famous actors named
Dusty.
Dusty.
He was well known before The Graduate. So he hadn't become Dustin yet, although that was the dream. This was in New York City, and we were doing an Equity Library Theater production of Dead End.
And is that a thing, that theater thing? I've never heard of that. Have you heard of that? The Equity Theater thing?
The Equity Library Theater is a place where actors' equity members, that's the union for actors,
Gotcha.
can be in a show, and they invite many people and producers and directors and people that can hire us. It's a showcase for our talent.
Oh, I see. I got you. So this is kind of like a place for the up-and-coming actors.
Yeah, people who are not well known yet.
Okay.
It's like a big audition.
That's super
neither
cool.
Dusty nor I were well known yet.
Oh, okay. I love that you're like, I was with Dusty. Like, you know, I guess that's like me saying I'm with Alan. I don't know.
He said it was before The Graduate, so he was an underclassman at the time.
Oh.
So,
All right, so you're there hanging out with Dusty. What was he like back then?
Well, he was very nice. He was very, very talented. And I remember that I was having a little trouble because I was a new actor. I was still taking classes. I was studying with Uda Hagen at the time and still learning my craft. But I was having a little trouble with my part, and he helped me. He said some things and worked with me, and he helped me a lot. And
that's amazing. So you got acting advice from Dustin Hoffman? Or Dustin
Correct,
Hoffman.
yes.
That's amazing. So I know it was a long, long time ago, but can you use your imagination and what would he have said or helped you with or
You know, it was so long ago I don't remember because so many people have told me what to do and how to work on my acting skill. He just told me to be in the moment and see what's going on instead of pre-planning what I was going to do.
Do you realize that Dustin Hoffman, before he made it big, used to be a coat checker, and he typed papers for people to pay the bills?
Really?
Isn't that something?
Alan, were you a coat checker?
No, I wasn't. But I did see Dustin in a Volkswagen commercial, which was well known.
Oh, a coat checker.
He
That's
was a
something they
coat
don't
checker.
have anymore.
Well, it depends. If you're at a like a bar mitzvah or something like that, in a fancy place, they still have coat checkers.
So you go to a fancy place and they'll
Take your
coach
coat.
your check?
Yeah, they'll take your coat. They'll give you one of those tickets. God forbid you lose those tickets. They say, "Oh, sorry, can't have your coat back."
Wait, really? Does that happen?
Cost you another $10 to get your coat back. You know.
Oh, okay. It's a ransom kind of thing. I got it. All right, so you're there at this theater. You're hanging out with Dusty. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, he's a small guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a little bit taller than me.
So that makes you a small guy.
I'm a smaller guy. I'm about as tall as Alan.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a giant in my eyes, so I don't know what you're talking about, Alan one.
But another crazy fact.
Okay.
So Dustin Hoffman had a roommate in New York before they made it big. Do you know who his roommate was?
Alan.
No, it wasn't Alan. Do you know Alan?
No.
Wait, so you just asked him
Do
if
you
he
know?
knows Alan. It was Alan.
It wasn't Alan. It was Gene Hackman.
Get out.
Yes.
Gene Hackman
Gene
and
Hackman.
Dustin Hoffman
They were roommates before they were big stars in New York.
Wow. Was Gene Hackman hanging out there at all, Alan?
No, I didn't see him. But another member of the cast that you might know his name is Jerry Ragney. Not many people know who Jerry Ragney is unless you're in the business. But Jerry wrote Hair,
No way.
Really?
and he was an actor at the time, and then he was working on Hair, and he produced it.
Wow. What a group of people you were with back then. That's amazing.
Well, he was in New York, so you know.
That's true. That
your
was
Broadway. You got every actor in the world wants to be on Broadway. So.
right. So, Alan, I have to ask you this because you just mentioned a musical and you said you're a singer. Can you got any bars to lick us with from here?
Oh, many years ago, and I'm still singing. I guess I'm very lucky. I'm 87 and I haven't lost my voice yet, so I'm very pleased about that. But in the 60s, I sang with a group called the Highwaymen.
Wait, what?
Michael rowed the boat ashore and Cotton Fields.
The Highwaymen? The Highwaymen? Like, I actually know that name. I don't know why, but I know that name.
Well, there is another super group called the Highwaymen, and we actually sued them.
Oh.
And we won the suit, but we came to an agreement, and we allowed them to keep our name. That's the one with Waylon Jennings and
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Peter Pisapis and
So this is like the Allen syndrome again. It's
That's
like
right.
You got
Yeah,
the Highwaymen and the Highwaymen.
And
but
you got to
the
keep them
original
separate.
Highwaymen started in 1961, and Michael rowed the boat ashore became I think it made musical history. It was the only song that was #1 in every country in the world at the same time.
Wow.
Wow. Did not know that.
Did not know that. So,
Almost every country.
Well, Alan, he was in a show at Sun City Anthem.
here in Henderson, Las Vegas.
Yes. And it was called Charlie Sees the Light.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Remember that?
Yes, I remember that. I did a number of shows at Sun City Anthem.
And he was singing in there. I know because I worked on the show.
Oh, well, there you go. The Allens were together.
Yes.
All right. So I got to go back to my request. Alan, can you sing a couple bars or something?
Michael rode the border shore, hallelujah. How's that?
Is this a kumbaya moment?
For me.
Kumbaya,
Am I supposed to be doing this? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? I felt the inspiration of Michael rowing the boat.
Brings back memories of when we were kids, right?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely it does. And my middle name is Mike. So I was Michael rowing the boat ashore.
Yes.
And I'm a sailor.
And you grounded it.
You know me. I got to bring it all back to me one way or another.
Right.
That was beautiful, Alan. I'm very impressed. Like
an interesting aspect of my work with the Highwaymen. After we broke up, 40 years later, I moved to Florida. I thought I was retired, so I moved to Florida, and one of the fellows from the Highwaymen lived about 15 minutes from me.
No way.
So we got together and we formed ourselves into a group, and we started singing up and down the Florida coast.
Well, you lived in New York at the time before you moved?
Oh, I lived in many places. I left New York in the 70s, and I went to Los Angeles.
Oh.
And I lived there for a while. I lived in San Diego for about 30 years. And then I moved back to New York, and I moved to Florida, and I moved back to California, and then moved here, and I moved to California. I moved a lot.
Well, you understand that people from New York, when they want to retire, it's the law. They have to move to Florida. That's what Jerry Seinfeld says.
Especially if you're Jewish, yeah.
Yes.
Well, that certainly helps. That's true.
When I moved to Florida, as I said, I thought I was retired, but somebody told me about an agent, and I went to the agent, and she started finding parts for me. I did maybe 30 commercials while I was there, and I did about 8 episodes of Magic City, which is an HBO series. So you just can't retire when you're in this business.
No,
he's
about as famous as Dustin Hoffman is now.
I think so. Did you ever do a Volkswagen commercial?
No. I did a lot of national commercials, though.
So wait, before we get back to Dustin, because I got more questions there, but you're in Florida with the Highwaymen, rejoining them to create a new band called like the Street Guys?
Just Roy from the Highwaymen and me, and we called ourselves Two Guys, and we billed ourselves as previously in the Highwaymen, which got us a lot of work.
I bet.
And we did concerts up and down the coast for about 6 years.
That's amazing. Wow. And so
before I got a part in Dirty Dancing, and then I went on tour and I left.
So when you were contemplating names and you came up with this name, Two Guys, you didn't think about calling yourself like the Highway Exit Guys
or Which Exit?
Which Exit, man? Yes, exactly. There's a lot of fun.
I didn't like the name Two Guys.
It sounds like a pizza place.
Yeah, exactly.
Two guys from Verona,
Yeah, exactly. Unless you were like, when the moon hits the sky, singing those kind of songs, Yeah. That's pretty amazing. So let's go back to Dusty. So you're in this equity show, and you're hanging out with Dusty, and I would imagine you said he was very talented back then.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And one day he told the director he can't come to the next rehearsal. And we asked why, what's going on? He said, I have to go to the draft board.
Oh.
They're going to draft me. And, when you go there and if you're drafted, you might be taken out of the show. And remember when this was in the 60s when everybody was anti-Vietnam.
Right.
And nobody wanted to go and be in the war. So we said, well, what's going on? Are you going to leave the show? What? He said, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So we didn't worry about it for the rest of that day. A couple of days later, when we had a rehearsal, he comes in, unshaven, unbathed, his clothes were dirty, and he was that way for a couple of days, for a couple of rehearsals. And we said, what's going on? It's for my part that I'm playing to get out of the draft. Don't worry about it. I'll be in the show. And a few days later, we asked him what happened. He says they decided they didn't want me.
Wow.
Good story.
Wow.
Good story.
Talk about where your acting really matters.
That's right.
Yeah, his acting came in handy.
Wow. I'm trying to like visualize myself. Okay. I don't want to go to this war, regardless of what the war is. And I go into the draft office. What would you feign to get out? Like,
Well, I had to go to the draft board, and I got my number. I got my draft card. I still have my draft card from Vietnam era.
Wow.
And I went for my physical and all that, and then they gave me a student deferment. And then they took the student deferment away.
Oh.
But my number was too high. It wasn't called, and then they ended the war. So
Wow.
yeah. So I was worried. I didn't want to go there because my cousin was there and came back, and he was real messed up when he came back. So
Wow. Well, to all the veterans who did serve, thank you guys and women for your service. We
Absolutely.
appreciate that you did that so other people didn't have to.
yeah,
Especially
it was tough.
Alan.
It was. That was a tough war. That really
It
was.
was. I remember I got drafted, and I was ready to go. They said, well, they called me. I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and I got my draft notice, and they said, you better go back home, and you're going to be in the Army in 2 weeks. So I went back home, and I told my dad, well, I'll be in the Army. Maybe it'll make a man out of me. I don't know. And my father said, don't be stupid. So I had actually a heart murmur, a functional heart murmur, which really is nothing. But his doctor friend, who was one of the top cardiologists in New York City, wrote a letter saying he's got a heart murmur, and there is a possibility that it could become something worse. And so they gave me a 1Y, which is not a 4F, but like if everybody goes and they need one more person, they'll call me.
And they'll say, why?
Why am I going?
That's right.
So as it turned out, they didn't need me after all.
Or Dusty.
Yeah.
Or yes.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. And how did the show go? And was that the start of your illustrious career?
The show went very well. Nothing came of it for me, but a couple of years later, I was walking along the street. I had already joined the Highwaymen, and there I saw Dustin walking down the street. So I crossed the street, and we had a couple of words. I told him how much I loved The Graduate, and we reminisced a little bit over our show Dead End that we did together. And because I was with the Highwaymen, I felt I could talk to a star. I felt a little bit more at ease. So that was nice to see him again a couple of years later after he became famous.
That's awesome. And during this play, did anybody like say, you may want to not use Dusty as your actor name?
No, I don't remember anything like that. No.
Because I, as a producer, if I saw a guy coming in named Dusty, I'd be like, but Dustin,
Dustin works.
That works.
Right?
That works.
I mean, Dustin Hoffman sounds like an actor's name.
It's funny because he had a difficult time at the beginning. He was rejected from a number of acting schools because they said he was too short and too ugly.
Oh, dang. Really?
Yeah, that's out there. He couldn't get that start until The Graduate, and The Graduate really propelled him.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Well, and from my point of view, one of the top 20 actors of all time.
yeah.
You know, I mean, his range, you know, like the variety of movies that he's done is there's not one that I can think of that I didn't like.
Well, Rain Man was
Oh my God.
spectacular.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Well, even then, before he was famous, when I worked with him, I could see that he was very talented. That's why I asked him to help me.
Actually, it's an interesting question that I never thought about. So you're more or less in this particular play as an equal. You know, are you able to spot other actors or actresses and go, I could see that person being big, as opposed to, wow, they just suck?
Absolutely. That happened to me a number of times. I saw the opening of Once Upon a Mattress when there was a newspaper strike at the time. And I said to the fellow that I was with, boy, that girl is going to become a big star. You just wait and see. Nobody ever had heard of Carol Burnett.
Oh my God.
And she was amazing in that show. And sure enough, shortly after that, she became a big star.
Wow.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the same thing happened with Whoopi Goldberg. I'll tell you another story later. And
That's
yeah,
amazing.
you can spot people. I worked with Martin Sheen a long time ago in New York, and I could see that he was a brilliant actor.
Wow.
And sure enough, he became a big star.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And Dusty played the piano. He played Dustin Hoffman played the piano, and he originally, before he got into acting, wanted to be a classical pianist.
Really?
Yeah, which is,
I'm-
little factoids there.
I wonder if he still plays, because I've never heard or seen him like. It seems like a talk show thing of like, oh, Dustin,
Yeah.
and he's just
You want to play for us?
Yeah, exactly. But I've never seen that.
Interesting, very interesting.
Can you play an instrument?
I played the trumpet in high school.
Of course you did.
I was in the marching band. We'd go on the field at halftime for the football games.
Right.
Oh yeah, in my uniform. In fact, I found a picture the other day. We were going through old pictures of me in front of my house in my band uniform with my trumpet, getting ready to go to the football game.
Well, it sounds like you and Alan need to hook up together. You could play the trumpet, he could sing.
You never
Yeah,
know.
I can play a few instruments too. Yeah.
What do you play?
I played, well, with the Highwayman, I played the guitar and the tambourine. And I played piano and violin.
Wow, that's
Recorder.
you guys are so impressive. I can only play the cowbell. That's all.
Well, I taught music for a while also in between jobs.
That's awesome. Well, Alan, thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us your celebrity encounter of Dusty Hoffman. Dusty
Oh,
Hoffman.
it was my pleasure. Thank you.
That's awesome. I'm Harlan,
I'm Alan.
and this is Celebrity Encounters Podcast. Please leave us some messages on the chats, and we'll see you next time.
Bye now.